What's up, y'all? This your boy Jay the General from the General's Report. Welcome my man Mike Sanders from Waterbury, Connecticut. He has his own business or businesses. We're going to talk to him about his upcoming book and other ventures that he has, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, thanks. All right, what's up, y'all? We're back. We're joined with Mike Sanders of Waterbury, Connecticut. He is the founder and director of EDIB Immortality. He's going to talk to us about his book. So, Mike, first of all, I just want to thank you for coming up here. I appreciate it. So, Mike, I know you got the book called Everyday Eyeball, the young adult version. What were one of the reasons why you came up with this book, or how did you come up with this book?
I just feel as though that kids nowadays, it's about two kids that's growing up in humble beginnings. And instead of being a product of their environment, they want to come out of their environment and the positive nature. I mean, one's a football player, one's a basketball player, and I think that it's in tune with a lot of kids today that's growing up in different backgrounds that's maybe drug infested, prostitution, wherever, it may have them in essence to fail. You know what I mean? So I came up with this because I think that this situation needs to be heard. I think that it's good enough for kids to see if someone else can do it, then they can do it as well, is to come out.
Okay.
Probably.
So is this book about anybody in particular, or is it just some characters that you just made up on your own?
Well, actually, it's a reality fiction book. It's about myself and another friend of mine that was a football player. I'm a basketball player. He was a football player. Okay. So some of the obstacles and things that overcame in the book is some things that we dealt with as student athletes and coming up. And I feel as though that this needs to be heard because I feel that a lot of the minority kids in today's society really doesn't have any guidance. And I think that they need something that will help them as well. They can look up to people that they know themselves that's doing something positive, and maybe that'll turn them into doing something totally different than what they're used to.
Okay. What were some of your upbringings? Like, what was your? I know you said play basketball. What are some of your basketball experiences for those that might not know?
Well, I played Division I in basketball. I then went on and I played overseas. I played in Europe for 10 years. So the whole aspect of playing basketball at a high level is that you have to work hard to achieve your goals. And I feel as though this book is nothing shy of working hard and showing that you could come out of whatever situation you are in a positive way.
Okay. What are some of the characters, or who are some of the people that are going to help you be a part of this book / movie?
Well, I have two characters, actually. There's the main character, his name is Miz, and the other character, his name is Razor. Razor's the football player, Miz is the basketball player. I chose wisely, I chose the kid, his name is Mustafa Heron, and to play Miz in one of the trailers because he's a prime example of what I'm talking about a kid that can come out strong and can be on top of his game, as well as academically and mentally. Work hard in the game of basketball and become a bright student athlete. The other kid is my son Tyler, and he's in the same as well as the training aspect, as well as the academic aspect, as well as the mental aspect, and he plays football. So I think that giving these two is just to show everyone else that this can be done. I mean, even with the people that they know within the community or even nationwide.
So when you say, you're putting together football guys and basketball guys, is that in the reality of the world? Do you see like a lot of guys interacting with kids from different sports? Or, because I thought, in my opinion, that most guys kind of hang with the people the sport that they're playing. So
no, I think that in today's society, with everything that's going on as far as like music and whatever the case may be, I think that anyone can intertwine with each other. I think this book speaks to everyone, not only because just in my case I was a basketball player and my friend's kid was a football player, but I think that everyone's surroundings is totally different. But I think that when someone can see someone that they know doing it, and Michael Jordan's or the LeBron James may be too far-fetched for them, so they see the local drug dealer or someone else that they think have a lot of money, they feel like they could touch and be in tune and touch with them. But what I'm trying to say is that everyone can come out of something negative into a positive if they work hard at it. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to be on the road in school and you won't be corny. I mean, it's okay to be that way.
Mm-hmm. So, what as far as the character Miz, what was his upbringing in the book? What is his upbringing going to be?
Well, Miz was sort of, he grew up in not too hostile environment, but he was surrounded by, right down the street, there's drug dealers, right around here, there's prostitution. I mean, his way of growing up was kind of shaky, but he stayed positive onto his goal, which is he's still working. I mean, in the first book, this is going to be a sequel, it's going to be a number of books, but in this particular book, it's the stepping stone now. Mm-hmm. It's for him to continue to, his goal is to go to the NBA. His goal is to be a scholar, student, athlete. So he's right at the beginning of his stages, going into his sophomore year into high school. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the starting point for everyone that's start to want to know if they want to go to college or if they don't want to go to college.
Mm-hmm. And what about the other character, Razor?
Yeah, they're in the same grade.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the same grade, so they're neighbors. Mm-hmm. So they both, when you're talking to someone that's doing the same thing that you're doing, that actually is, he's not a basketball player, but he's a football player, but you're still in the same. So you have the same goals in mind. Mm-hmm. So basically, that you want to take the same road.
Okay.
The same road, I'm sorry.
Okay. The people that you have playing them, do they have a relationship as well? Do those guys know each other off the court, or off the book, or they just kind of met through you picking up?
No, the good thing about it is that it's sort of similar to how me and my friend was. Mm-hmm. That they work out together,
Meaning Mustafa and Tyler.
Mustafa and Tyler, they work out together. They hang out together, and so they do more of the similar things, but the number one thing is that their focus is that academics, and that their focus is to be the best that they can be in their sport.
Okay. Well, is there any other things in the book that we might want to know about?
The whole thing is a twist and turn because it's stereotyping that the athlete, the minority athlete, can only play sports. That he can't read, he can't write, he can't come up with other things that people think is too far-fetched because they're kids. Mm-hmm. But like I said at the beginning, you can do anything that you feel like that you can accomplish. And mm-hmm. that's what it goes between the book is leadership qualities. It's also been self-awareness. Mm-hmm. It's just a growing aspect, and it's about friendship, and it's about loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about for yourself? Are you from Connecticut, or are you from Africa?
Yeah.
Where are you from? What's a little history of yourself? I know, being that you are the director, I'm sure people will want to know, some
I'm
things.
I'm born and raised in Waterbury, Connecticut. So I think that just being raised in Connecticut, in Waterbury, mm-hmm. I just think that we have a lot of problems as far as the kids, academic-wise. Mm-hmm. As far as I think that we have a lot of kids that are followers. Mm-hmm. I think that if this book gets out, mm-hmm. it'll let someone understand that they could be themselves and be successful.
Like yourself?
Yes.
Because even I'm sure during your teenage years, Waterbury is a little rougher than it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what, like you said, a lot of the kids in the community, they need to see people that came from where they did that's also doing some other positive things.
And I feel as though that I was one of the ones that came out, so I think that it's good for me to give back to maybe some of the things that I didn't have growing up. But just as far as the knowledge-wise, as understanding how to be a student athlete, mm-hmm. and how to overcome and to be successful and to go pro and to give back how I did as far as the working stages of it. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mike, I understand you have a lot of things going on. It's and again, it's good to see positive, black men doing stuff in the community. But what are some of the other things that you have going on? Like as far as I know you have the book coming out, but what is your business name, company and stuff like that?
It's called EDIB Immortality. EDIB means Every Day I Ball, and immortality means forever. Mm-hmm. So the whole purpose of Every Day I Ball is that not necessarily you would have to actually being a physical act of playing ball or playing football or lacrosse or tennis or, you know what I mean, whatever sport, wrestling, whatever sport that you desire. But you can be balling by, you know, being a doctor, by, you know, just having a job, just doing something positive. You can be balling by doing that. So the whole name is set up for everyone to do something positive in that whole thing of balling.
Okay. EDIB Immortality. What other businesses or things that are you going to have under that? I know you have the basketball training.
Yeah, the basketball. Every Day I Ball training consists of basketball skill work. So what it is a breakdown of. It's different from anyone else that does just drills or anything like that. So what I do is that I do breakdowns, meaning that why do you do a certain move when the shot clock is winding down, or why do you post up a certain way, and why it's all about footwork. You know, certain things of breaking down a jump shot. It could be a dribble. It could be a foul shot. So Every Day I Ball training is breakdowns.
Okay. So if anybody wanted to be a part of that, how can they be a part of that?
Well, first we do a test, meaning that you come through and then we see what you need to work on. So we're from the outside looking in, so we don't ask you like what you need to work on. We see what you need to work on.
Evaluating first.
And then the evaluation period. And then you agreed. If you don't agree, then we take it from there. Once you go back to that stage, we have something called Miz work. So that's MIZZWERK. Is that when you're in the program and you start to understand and start to pick up your do's and don'ts in the game situation, we start to call that Miz work. So that's another part of EDIB.
Okay. So Mike, I know you got a lot of positive things going on in the community and stuff like that, and I know we talked about you having some businesses. You have your business Immortality, but what are some of the other businesses that are going to be underneath your under the Immortality?
The first one is going to be EDIB TV. So what that's going to consist of is we're going to have like a weekly show, and then we're probably going to have like kids that are doing some stuff that's positive, and we're going to interview them. We're going to have them talk about it, and I think that's really good for a kid to start to get established and start to get noticed.
Get showcased for their whether it's academically or community stuff that they're doing, not just star basketball players and football or whatever.
Absolutely.
Like you said. Yeah. Okay, so I know you mentioned about having a EDIB movie and EDIB book.
Yeah, so we have EDIB book, and it's going to be the sequels and the novels from the book Every Day I Ball. So we're also going to invite kids or young adults to send in short stories and things like that we're going to develop into our other
business
branch is EDIB movie. So EDIB movie is the spin off of the books. And then, like I said, with short stories and things like that, and then we're going to get young adults to participate and to that. And all this under this umbrella goes back to EDIB Immortality.
So when you came up with that name, Immortality, again, I'm sorry if I missed it, but what was the basis behind that, you coming up with that name?
Immortality or EDIB?
Yeah, all of it together.
Oh, okay, EDIB is Every Day I Ball. Immortality means forever. So that you can ball forever by doing the positive things that you could do. It could never end.
Okay.
And doing being positive, doing positive things.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming by. I definitely want to get everybody to try to come support my man Mike. Again, he's a good dude. I met him, through my other people that I'm cool with. And I also see a lot of the positive work that he does in the community. And we're looking for more people like Mike. So if you know anybody that we should talk to, or if it's yourself, please contact me. You can reach me at DAFAM, DAFAM12002 at yahoo.com, or you can give me a call at 203-507-4193. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. And again, come check out my man's book, Every Day I Ball. You can find it on
Amazon. You can find it on Barnes & Noble. Google search is perfect. Google search is perfect.
All
Every Day I Ball, young adult version.
All right. Check them out. All right.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tyler Rudolph.
What's up? I'm Mustafa Heron. I'd like to ask everybody to support the Every Day I Ball book movement.